Slime side is slimy.
Alright, we are all good to go. Tank stance check, food check, vibe check, and I'm starting countdown. On Golem side, we have a trap in, I believe, trap in white, hallway, and north. We'll need a healer to keep our irregular, Charlotte alive as well, before it turns red.
Northwest tank, get ready to pull the first 3 slimes into the northwest room. DPS, go have a tango with those red slimes in the hallway. Northeast tank, go grab your groupies.
Blue Golem healers be ready to Asuna.
Reds are down, DPS, pick them up and pull them out. Southeast tank, pick up your slimes. Or not. Well, southwest, grab your
Golem
3.
side, we have to let white change over. Do not interrupt until it is white. Go work on killing green. We'll kill white after.
Reds are down, get them out. Whoever the southeast tank is, please go pick up your green slimes and pull them into your room. Alright. All the way to the button, all the way to the button. Reds are down, pick them up, pull them out.
Golem interrupts if needed. Golems can kill white now.
Healer free for all, please pull the green slime onto the button.
Golems are 3 of 4. Work on hallways. Don't work on red yet.
Reds are down, pick them up and pull them out. Akiko, please pull the slime from the healer to make it 4 stacks. Southwest, northeast, just need northwest. Alright, southeast is 4 and holding. Northwest is 4 and holding. That's all parties. Everybody commit. Pull the slimes through the center of the big slime. Akiko, please. There you go. Perfect. Good job. Once everything is fusing, please be sure to grab all loose mobs out the north door, and we're going to go cower in our northeast corner.
Alright, Golems, stun or sleep demolish casts. Remember there's ads to the south as well. I don't think I've gone to sleep wearing jeans, besides sleeping at a friend's house since, like, scouts back in the day, being on a campout, and not actually caring to change.
If you have
Really
to keep on
just-
jeans, are they really friends?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright, please check your party for any dead bodies, but otherwise we'll make our way up to the Trinity Seeker arena. Oh. Alright. There's that raid white going out. Next up is Fourfold Mercy. Remember, we're using true north orientation for Fourfold Mercy. This and all others. We're going to start south or west. It's going to be south, south, north, north. South, south, north, north. One movement. And north twice. North twice with seasons. Orb is on 1. Dodge ice and look away from 1. Gonna dodge ice again and get away from the blue afterwards. Keep in mind, we're skipping mechanics. We want to be inside the hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Front or back is always safe, but inside safest as well. We're gonna have the tanks to the south of the boss. 2 off tanks go with the main. South of the boss, 2 off tanks with the main. Thrown away from the main tank to the south. Away from the main tank. He's the main tank because he's got a nice main. That's our boy Himbo. Alright, next up are chains locking in, followed by that baleful blade. We're gonna be getting knocked into a barricade, but wait for chains to lock in before moving. Always wait for that icon to go away. Get knocked into a barricade. Knocked into a barricade. Awesome. Next up, we have Ifrit dashes and baleful blade. Save your burst for after we get back. You don't want your poor melee missing out on buffs. We are starting at 1. We're starting at 1. We're gonna hide behind the barricade at 2. Hide behind the barricade at 2. Hide behind the barricade at 2. Back at it. Stack towards 2. Stack towards 2. Stack towards 2 the way we came from. Alright. Next up we have clone line AoEs. You can stay stacked to make them nice and tight together. Following these will be the first iron splitter, and then immediately after we get into intercards. Dodge this, we're having 1 iron splitter. Alright, be on sand. Be on sand. That's the sandy one. After this we'll be getting to intercards around the boss. Intercards around the boss. The boss is facing north. Intercards are safe. Axe melee is safe. Nicely done. Ifrit dashes and Fourfold Mercy is next. Save burst for after we get back. We are starting at Bravo. Starting at Bravo. And Fourfold is going to be either north or west. It's going to be west, west, east, east. Rotate around, and then west, west, east, east. That is west twice and east twice. East twice, east twice. Orb is on 3. Dodge ice and look away from 3. Look away, look away. Dodge ice again, get away from that blue. Gonna have chains to break next, followed by a raid wide. Always creep up for chains whenever you can. Alright. Basic bitch tank must be away from our main tank. Be away from our main tank. After this is the Iron Splitter Fourfold Mercy combo in the middle of the arena. We're gonna start on the first save rings, do Fourfold like normal, and end on the next save rings. Alright, Fourfold's gonna be south or east. It's gonna be south, south, north, north. South, south, north, north, but we are starting on. Start on sand. Start on sand. South twice, start on sand. That's the sandy one. And north twice, end on brick. End on brick. That is the bricky one. One more at random if we even see it. Be on brick. Be on brick. Alright, well done, friends. Go ahead and pull Dahu at your leisure. We're not in a hurry, but we do have some time to make up now. Alright, gonna be ground and line AoEs. Watch your footing. I know it says Dahu, but don't get got. People can still die here. Gonna have 2 charges after this. Charging northeast to start, or just straight north. And now charging straight south. We're gonna have line and ground, or just line AoEs next, excuse me. but the next cast bar is Spit Flame. Once the cast bar comes out, be watching for those numbers above your head. Numbers are going out above your head. Get to an ad near your marker. An ad near your marker. Failing that, just any ad works. Gonna have one left-right shockwave next. Be ready for it. Following this left-right shockwave is going to be getting knocked to our empty spots. Find and get knocked to an empty spot. Cancel that knockback if you're a Chad Pog gamer. How many of my friends here have Chad Pog gamers with me? Alright, we're gonna start towards the northwest, rotate around 5 times. Play me, wavy, spin, and flamey. After this is our ad phase, but we will just burn down the boss instead. Make sure to build gauge and resources, but otherwise burn that boss down. Alright, we got one chest to grab. To the ads once you have your buffs, or if it's being applied later, that's fine too. We have an early pull, so we can get going anyway. That's fine. Happy little accidents. I somehow have aggro on one. He's gonna be jumping away shortly. We're taking the knight in the center, and the warrior off to the far left. Or far right, sorry. Excuse me. Glad y'all knew what you were doing instead of me. Click off Steel Sting. Click off Steel Sting, apply Spellforge. Click off Steel, apply Spell. All physical damage dealers need Spellforge. Additionally, red mages need Spellforge. All physical damage dealers and red mage need Spellforge. Gonna be getting knocked back from the orb in the center. We are going bowling. We are going bowling. Check for your tether. Check for your tether. Tethers will get knocked to large, rest will get knocked to small. Tethers knocked to large, rest knocked to small. Towards D or towards 3, it would be safe. Tethers to large, rest to small, something like that. If you land before your bomb does, adjust for an explosion just happened. We're gonna be dispelling the warrior next. Knight is a few percent behind. As always, keep up on that. Y'all are professionals though. They're once again even. Grade-wise. Bit of downtime before the next mechanic. It's gonna be those tethers for green and purple. Remember, those are on the intercardinals. Green and purple are in the intercardinals. Tethers will go to the green wind, and the rest will go to the purple gravity. More damage on warrior, please. Check for a tether. Check for a tether. Check for that tether. Tethers to green, rest to purple in the intercards. Afterwards, we're gonna get under the knight and then immediately out towards the safe side. Get under the knight and then we're going out to the north. Go to the north of the arena towards A. Dispel the warrior next. My game is crashing. My DirectX is an error. Can somebody else pick up calls while I get back in?
Then you got it, or me?
I can do it. We're gonna get the soldier to the wall and the gunner to the center. Coming up first is gonna be fire frogs. You no longer need steel or spell.
This
Having to
chemical
lead
in the
in
fire turned
very
the freaking
close.
frogs gay.
Yeah. I'm having to lean in really close right now, so if I miss a call, help me out. Smile. Anyways, small fires are on 1 and 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are the smallest. We will be going to the 2 marker. You're going to be showing your open hold to the gunner, in the center, and then a single turret on the wall. There's a cheeky melee uptime spot. Open hold to the gunner, and then to any turret on the wall. You can resume doing damage. Those are busters. I don't call them. And these are
Really?
raid ones.
I expected to have lag spikes. I didn't expect a full DRS.
Coming up next is going to be sniper turrets. If you're currently main taking an ad, you'll be picking up those sniper turrets and involving when necessary.
I'm back and can pick up calls again.
Go for
Alright. As main tanks, you hold to invuln late in the cast. You can pick them up without moving the ads. Remember, there's an ad east and west. The next mechanic is going to be a fire ice after a raid wide. If we see it, I'll read a poem for it. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Keep moving. Don't stop until the animation is over. Alright, we're going to be getting to reflect spots next. Get your reflect spots, ABC North, DEF South. North 1, South 1, stances on. Make sure to prioritize those aura spheres. Always respect code of arms. Healers, watch for any spots near you that are missed. And adjust into said spots. Adjust into spots if needed. North 2, South 2, stances on. North 1, South 1, can turn that off. Code of arms, respect it and do not greed. Healers back in position, tanks back in position. We're just gonna burn down that ethereal ward though, don't worry about it. That's fine. Gonna have a couple bodies to pick up, and 2 chests to get as well. Thank you Lynn and Himbo both for jumping in. Normally I would tell people there's no shame in seeing ad phase. Except, this run is full of hypervets. There is shame in seeing ad phase. Y'all know better. Raid light going out. Next up, we're going to be going to A or D. We're going to Alpha. We're going to A. Oh, no banish. Never mind. I don't even remember who I assigned it to. Maybe I give it to half. I think I give it to half. Well, never mind. Seeing ad phase is not going to be a shame anymore. And step over to 2. We're gonna start at either 2 or 1 next. You're starting at 1. Starting at 1. After 3 pulses, we're gonna move over a line 2, 2. There's 1, 2, and move to 2, move to 2. After 3 more pulses, we'll move back. 1, 2, and move back to 1. Move back to 1. The fact that it's this low without banish is, kinda horrifying, actually. Like, I've seen runs that aren't that low, even with banish. Burn down the red ads, heal up the white. We got 3 waves to go through. I used to say a call for the white ones that I can't say on VC if I want to be SFW, but my DMs are always open for anybody who wants to hear what I used to say. Trying to be a little more appropriate here. It's not the Wild West days anymore. Alright, Himbo's trying to make us see ice spikes.
Just having some fun. We won't see ice spikes even with this.
The funny thing is, there's a call I miss being able to see. There used to be a knockback north or south. By the way, there are traps up ahead. Don't rush forward. But there used to be a knockback north and south that we would see. If you are very good of a caller and know patterns, you can call it before the ghost actually appears. Just by seeing the patterns up front, you can tell what the possibilities are. So I guess I can story time a bit. My very first clear run of BA, the Baldician Arsenal, was an ASMR run. It was hosted by Skahawk Lancer, A6 Skahawk Lancer over on CEM. It was a great run, but people joined and then complained about not being able to hear him well enough or understand calls well enough. So they ended up splitting into two VCs, one ASMR, and one just giving calls for people to stay alive. Some of it was understandable if people have hearing issues, but he was really bummed out that a lot of people just skipped on the meme as soon as that other call was available. I do not give people this option. I've always had a soft spot for that meme idea though, because like I said, it was my first BA clear. So I started hosting ASMR runs of BA, and unlike the scuffed first clear I had, they were just a great smooth time. They somehow always ended up smoother and more laid back than all the other runs. Food check, action check, vibe check. Main tanks will be responsible for Aether Shielding. Again, I expect main tanks to Aether Shield. If a main tank is a regular rig, then off tank will be expected to Aether Shield instead. Y'all should coordinate. I don't know. As long as somebody has it, that's all I care about. Aether Shield and mitigate. Aether Shield and mitigate. I guess the regulars will always have Aether Shield covered, huh? At least be ready for it. Alright, get behind the boss. Get behind the boss. Alright, we're gonna get to the front. Raging casters can get front and out. We're gonna get out first. Melee can wait for the pulse of light. Alright, everybody out. And next up is gonna be getting to the front of the boss. Make sure you're at the middle of the arena there with everybody else. Middle of the arena, that big 3 marker. Boss is gonna go untargetable before too long. Mind your cooldown. And swords is the first phase. Check your hot cold. Check your hot cold. Clone spawning in. 2 is safe. 2 is safe. And a cardinal from 2. If you're an intercard from 2, you will die. 2 or a cardinal from it. As Daft Punk says, one more time. And we got 3 is, or 4 is safe, 4 is safe, 4 is safe, 4 is safe. Get to 4 or a cardinal from it. If you end on 2, you're gonna die. Gonna come back in with a raid one. Once you see who procs from Aether Shield, you can, or procs from Re-Razer, you can Aether Shield and mitigate your party. Aether Shield and mitigate. Next up, we're going to be getting south behind the boss. The boss will reposition for us. Get to the south behind the boss. Behind the boss to the south. Alright, takes to the front for a shared tank buster. Check your forced march direction. You can just watch one and adjust if you need to go to the other. We're getting march towards Delta. March towards Delta. Check for rescues if people res in the fire. Check your hot cold buff. Check your hot cold. We have a normal pattern. Normal pattern. Get to your spot safely. We're gonna group back up for a raid one. Once you see who procs and not, you can use your Aether Shield. We're gonna pull the boss back towards the middle when we can. Aether Shield and Mitigate. Oh, the boss back towards middle when you can. We're gonna be getting out for the boss. Melee can wait for that pulse of light. Everybody out. Check your hot cold. And check your forced march direction. Get center, mitigate. Regens to keep you topped up. We're gonna wait for the AoE to go off and then get marched into the orb that resolves your debuff. Find your orb, get marched into the orb that resolves. Do not greed on this mechanic. Do not greed. We'll have a raid wipe after we group back up. Group back up. Aether Shield and Mitigate. Aether Shield and Mitigate. Swords is next. Make sure you're in the middle of the arena. Middle of the arena with the group. If you're not on that 3 marker, you might be dying. Middle of the arena. Burst it down before swords do, please. Well done, team. We got a couple bodies we're gonna have to pick up. If it's a poison on the bridge, people are gonna bum rush it. Stay back if you are not capable of healing yourself. Stay back if you are not capable of healing yourself. Alright, the poison is gone. Like I said, save burst for ad phase. Tank Buster's gonna be first. Following this Tank Buster, you can knock back immune. Knock back immune. And don't get whacked. Don't focus on casting you, just dodge them. Tanks, get in position. Everybody get in position. Everybody get in position. Remember, if you're on the outer ring and you see orange under your feet, you are in danger of dying. Tanks will rotate clockwise with their ads. Tanks rotate clockwise with their ads. The tanks will stop at the next cardinal. If you see orange under your feet, you are in danger of dying. Invul and pop your traps. Alright, keep rotating around with them, please. Debuffs are going out. Check your debuffs. They are resolving immediately. Debuffs will resolve. Please separate the ads if you can. Dodge to a nook. Dodge to a nook. Fire and ice, always keep an eye out. We'll need a tank to pick up on this last ad, or this third ad. Burn down the low one, please. Never spit up aggro like that, or damage like that. The more we have lying around, the more in danger we are of dying. Alright, one more to get down. Debuffs are out, but we'll have a lightning current first. Dodge to a nook. Fire and earth will still resolve. Keep an eye out for fire. Fire is right there. Don't rush in. Don't rush in. Alright, start picking up people. Raid White is going out. Next step is going to be the big AoE. Alright, one set of purple AoEs and then the big AoE. Please get the rapid bolts out. And next up we have our approximately 1,000 ton swing. It is bigger on the inside. Get out when you can. Back in for 2 more sets. If you get purple on you, take it out to the edges. One more set of purple. I just got purple twice in a row. I'm Monk. God hates me. Please get away from the proximity. Wait for the proximity. Delay getting back in till after the damage goes out. But be ready to dodge the wax. 3 sets of wax, don't get whacked. Build gauge and resources as the boss gets low. A tank buster going out, be away from our main tank. Alright, the boss is dead. Well, we're just going anyway. Sorry about that, but... Alright. Raid Red going out, Aether Shield and Mitigate. Aether Shield and Mitigate. Alright, next up is chest 1. I'm gonna say calls like a crazy person. I'm not calling markers, just wait till I tell you where to go. Alright, we got A safe, D safe, A safe, D safe. AD 14, AD 14. We're going to the north. This spot is safe and gives you uptime. This is safe for both as well, so you can wait here. Make sure you're not, now you can be in the middle of the arena. Just don't change your column. Alright, Tank Buster is next. Alright, we will need a tank to, can a tank provoke and also mitigate?
Not this one, next one.
Next one, never mind. Himbo's probably got this. Keep an eye on your tank for invuln, or for dooms. We'll need help with the next one. Raid wide, Aether Shield and mitigate. Aether Shield and mitigate. Chest 2 is next. Boss is gonna go untargetable. And we're gonna reorient the gold tile of our new north and add up our debuffs. Reorient for the gold tile. We got back safe, wall unsafe. 5s to 1. 6s to the right of them. 7s to the right of them. 5s to 1. 6s to the right of them. 7s to the right of them. We're going to wait for first robot AoEs. Then we're going to move to the left and up the 1 column. Wait for robot AoEs. Move to the left and up the 1 column. Up the 1, not up the wall. Not up the wall. If you see a red line above your head, go back a square. Red line means go back. You could go straight to the gold tile. Start thinking about your reopener, Cure 4, Dervish, and the like. Boss is gonna return with God Save the Queen. The heart is hitting raid wide we're gonna have here. God Save the Queen. Aether Shield and Mitigate. We're gonna have a blue sovereignty line appear. Not blue sovereignty, a sovereignty bar appear on the screen. Once that ticks up to 100, the boss will teleport. Once the boss teleports, you can pop your light curtains. Light curtains, light curtains. Watch for orbs. There's an orb on A, orb to the north. Get in a bubble after it's popped. I need 4 dispels, please. Dispels, please. I swapped into dispel as well as a monk. Y'all are welcome. Warrior Gunner is next. Check for a tether. Check for a tether. If you miss it, you can check your debuff bar for a set of scales. Wait to see which cardinal we're going to. We're going to the north. Going to the north. Tethers to green, rest to purple to the north. Tethers green, rest purple. Enter your gap towards the gunner in the northwest. Gap towards that gunner. And towards turrets you're aligned with. Turret you're aligned with. Tank Buster is next. Himbo will need assistance. A tank provoke and mitigate. Tank provoke and mitigate. Isuda Himbo. Provoke and mitigate as well. Anybody else a hint? Isuda, any tanks that are needed. Take you to our tank friends. Knight Soldier combo is next. Bit of downtime. You can save buffs for after it's up. You get bowling from the orb in the center to dodge the cleave from the queen. Alright. Getting knocked towards one. Getting knocked towards one. Right, get center the arena. Or it doesn't matter. Stay at A. Stay at A. We're going to the 1 square. We're going to the 1 square. Alright, Raid 1 is coming next. Aether Shield and Mitigate. Aether Shield and Mitigate. Chest 2 is next. We're gonna reorient the goal tile of your new north and add up your debuffs. Reorient the goal tile of your new north. It is to the south, reorient for it. We got back safe, wall safe, 7s to 1. 6s to the left of them, and 5s to C. 7s to 1, 6s to the corner, 5s to C. 7s 1, 6s corners, 5s to C. We're gonna wait for those first robot AoEs. Wait for the first robot AoEs. Wait for them. Move to the left and up the wall. Up the wall. Stop after resolving, and if you see a red line, go back a square. Straight to the goal tile. Start thinking about Reopener, Cure 4, Dervish, and the like. If you get Healer LB3 to pick people up, I guess please do so. Might as well. I'm gonna assume Himbo has this. If not, it doesn't really matter. Alright, nicely done, friends. Also, big ups to anyone who bought the Fat Cat pajamas just for this. I know I said special points for it, or like, it's top tier or whatever. You don't actually get anything special for it. But, you know, it is also just an amazing glam. So, enjoy.